Intimacy. So we're starting the webinar later on, and this is going very, very deep into control. Any control issues you have where you just can't let go in relationships, in intimacy itself, where your mind is taking over, where the third eye is taking over, where you feel like there's something holding on for dear life in the system. So these are the fields we're going to be working at. And what I'm noticing is that the mind is getting very active, that there's dissociation, that there's stress in the stomach, the digestion, um, some, yeah, lost in time and space feeling. So it's really, really going to hit all the core topics around control, where you just can't let go and cannot let your creator, your higher self, move more into your life and stay present in intimacy, to stay present in life itself and relationship with life. So this is going into really, if I see your childhood, I don't know if you can see it here, yeah, like the golden ratio, and this is when you're in the womb, and then you're going through different age groups. Okay, so what we're doing actually when you're in love or being intimate with someone, you're doing the reverse. You're going back into oneself on a very deep level. Now, what is creating these blockages is where there was a trauma and it wasn't safe for you as a child, and you had to get out of your body, and then that creates a split. So these splits then create an illusion reality in life where you're living life not being present and false hopes and dream world and dissociate it. So these fields then continue in your life until you resolve what's in the system. And here hits the nervous system and keeps you disconnected from your emotions, your feelings. I can't feel, I can't go there. It's too heavy, it's too much. And you can see it in the world when you bring truth to people. Their system is flipping out. They can't face it. They run from it. They hide from it. They make excuses up. And there's a lie in the system. So what this webinar is doing, it's going back and unblocking these moments in your life where you were traumatized and living in another reality. So then when you go into the mind, then you're going into the collective mind and you're programmable. And this is what this is doing. It's really releasing you from all this mass formation programming in the system and bring you back to your purest essence of who you are. If you look at today's environment, I think it's really, really difficult for you young people growing up now, where they're so much bombarded with perfection in beauty or Instagram, for example, on this perfect lifestyle, and it's not showing reality in the system. So, where's the hard times that we develop from and grow from? There's more dissociation in the system and ghosting. So, this webinar will really help you to go dive deeper into releasing control in your system and dissociation around intimacy, around sexuality, also around intimacy with yourself and the world itself. So it's going to release this programming of dissociation, control. If you find your mind is in intimacy, if your mind is controlling everything, you're not connected, you're not present. This is what this webinar is about, and this is what this webinar will work deeply with. And it's interesting, it's very interesting how I've been working all week with sessions, and it's coming up in every single session I've been doing, is the level of control and the third eye controlling, blocked, the habits, the stress in the stomach, the dissociation. So it's going to really, really go deep. Now it's going to be 2 webinars. So as we drop through the fields, it will go deeper and deeper and you'll come in. So as scary as it may be to drop into something that you didn't want to drop into, but in the group field, it's the container, it's easier. And we just drop into it. And when we drop into it, it breaks down that illusion that it was, don't go there. Because actually, don't go there was related to you at the age of 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, not now. And that boogeyman underneath the The bed is the thing that's keeping you from life itself, from feeling, from emotion, from connection. That maybe emotional abandonment where your dad didn't pick you up or he didn't give you the love you wanted is maybe the trigger which is keeping you from an intimate relationship. So, what is keeping you from deep relationships with yourself, with a partner, with a friend, and what level of protection and control is in your system? This webinar will go very deep into control, and it came up directly after the last webinar, Water Break, where we were disconnecting from mother's programs, dad's programs, and going straight to ourselves as a creator. And this popped up in the middle of the night, for me anyway, personally. So it's really showing us where we need to go to unravel our system. So we go back to ourselves. We're walking ourselves home to ourselves, to wholeness. And this webinar is a big key in that. So if you want to be part of it, I'll leave the link in the story. And yeah, and I'll see you later. So looking forward to supporting you. And we'll do this together as a group. And it's beautiful that this group is, the container is getting stronger and more committed, more showing up in the system. And the more of a commitment you have on a spirit level, the more transformation takes place. And if I do it, for example, then you can do it easier. If the group will do it, then we all can do it easier. So, and then that spreads to our genetics and also to the outer world. So thank you for being part of this work. I know it's not easy to be the one choosing to do this work, and for me, it's worth it when I see the results in my own system, my own life, and also I can support others in the world around me. So it's a beautiful time to be here. And for me, it's better to be present and to face what's in my system rather than in denial and pretending that I'm in a reality which is not actually truth, and this is real, and you will feel it on a cellular level. All the work is cellular results. So have a beautiful day, and maybe I'll see you at the webinar later, or later on if you want to watch it as a recording in the next days. Thank you.